Hello and welcome back to the Movie Attic. I'm Mike, and as I've said before, this is the attic where I discuss and review movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks for all the nice people out there in YouTube land. Today's big feature film is The Primevals from 2023. I knew nothing about this movie, of course. It was a nice discovery for me. It kept popping up in my Amazon recommended, and finally, after about the third or fourth time, I clicked on it to see what this movie was all about. Well, it turned out it was a stop-motion movie by David Allen, which I didn't know who that was. Obviously, a lot of people out there probably do. He did, I believe, the Puppet Masters movies. So, like I said, I knew nothing about this movie. Supposedly was in over 30 years in the making. David Allen had passed away, I think, in the late 90s, and I believe this was probably shelved for the longest time. Then I believe it was Full Moon Features themselves actually finished the movie and put it out last year, but then it came out this year on Blu-ray. If you're a long-time watcher, if that's a thing, of the channel, and you're not under oath, you don't have to admit to anything like that. I did an unboxing of this giant Full Moon Features box set, which came with 3 Blu-rays and some little like postcard things, and also it came with that big box, of course, but it came with these pins. I believe at the time I thought they were magnets, but they are pins. Of course, this is the Alien, and this is the Yeti. There is aliens in this movie, so if you like Yetis or aliens, this might be for you. Like I said, this is a stop motion movie. I love stop motion. Big fan of Ray Harryhausen. And watching this movie, certain parts of it reminded me of Harryhausen. There's a segment where some of the people were throwing ropes around the head of the Yeti to capture him. That reminded me very much of the Valley of the Gwangi, where they're trying to rope a dinosaur. There's also, which I guess there's the alien there too. There's also an alien aspect to it, which reminded me of, I believe it was called First Men in the Moon by Ray Harryhausen. I don't know why, but recently with these last 3 or so reviews, I've been watching these movies multiple times. And this giant set that I got came with this Blu-ray as well, which is the David Allen version of the movie, which it's a little longer than this version. I didn't know if I showed the back of that. There that is. It's not too glary. In fact, I didn't brush my hair back like I usually do, because I didn't want to blind everybody with my forehead. The lighting in here, of course, is terrible, as I've said before. So anyway, I watched the extended version first. Was a little disappointed because I didn't know what to expect, and the extra scenes were not finished. The live action actors are in there, but anything that involved the stop motion was kind of like drawings. So I was a little, I mean, that could take you out of the movie. I could see where it could take you out of the movie real easy. But it was nice to see what could have been in the movie. movie. And who knows, maybe someday they'll get some funding and do the stop motion for those extra scenes. Yeah. So I watched that version once. I watched this version 3 times. Like I said, it was very enjoyable. There's a couple audio options. I think it's a 2.0 and a 5.1. Sounded very good, looked very good. The stop motion with the live action, I thought, looked very good. The mixing of those together. If you've watched the Ray Harryhausen, sometimes it's a little wonky when you bring in the live action with the stop motion. But I thought this looked really good. Basically, the story is that, of course, wherever the Yeti lives, the Himalayas, I guess, there's a little village or a little hut where these people live. They kind of go out hunting the Yeti or trying to capture it because he's been terrorizing the village or terrorizing these people. And so they try to capture it. It ends up, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but the Yeti ends up dying. So they smuggle it off to like a museum type place where it is unveiled. An expedition is put forth, and they go out to find a live specimen. And that's where they run into this guy who's like an Indiana Jones type guy. If you're a political person, he kind of looks like RFK Jr. So they go off looking for this Yeti. And then that's where it goes into like a hollow earth or an earth or a civilization inside of the earth, of course. So that's when the aliens come into the picture, and then there's other animals and stuff like that have little villages in there. So if you're into alien movies or stop motion, of course, if you're into stop motion, this is a no-brainer. If you're into Ray Harryhausen, even like almost an adventure, Indiana Jonesy type adventure, this is kind of that as well. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it immensely. Thought it was very well done. Enjoyed that big box set. Like I said, Umbrella has a big box set of it, but these pricey sets, I can't get every one, so I already picked that one up, so that's the one I'm going with. Like I say, this version is on Amazon. It's about $17, I think. You probably don't need the David Allen version of the movie. Like I say, it's kind of unfinished, so you could definitely get away with just a single release. This set also came with, which I almost forgot to mention, I know it's hard to believe on this professional channel, came with this. It's like I think a 45 minute documentary plus some other bonus features. Of course, you can read the back if it's not too glary. Like I say, this set came with the 3 Blu-rays, came with the lunchbox, a magazine was thrown in on it, but it was a little pricey. So, pick whatever set works for you. So, like I said, I enjoyed the movie immensely, watched it multiple times. If I was going to rate the movie, I would give it 7.5 rolls of pink insulation out of 10. On a good day, I could probably lean into an 8. But I think if you're into stop motion or Ray Harryhausen, Willis O'Brien, that kind of stuff, you'll probably enjoy this movie. So if you have this set, or you have the single release or the umbrella release, or you like Ray Harryhausen or stop motion, leave a comment down in the comment section below. Love to discuss any of this with you. And I don't think I mentioned it on any of my other videos because, like I said, I'm very professional. If you have any questions about any of this stuff that I review that I didn't cover, because I don't really go into a lot of details, because it's all about you discovering the movie, as I love discovering the movies. So if you have any technical questions like regions or if it'll play on your player and I know the answer, of course I'd be glad to share that with you. So there you have it. Until the next time in the attic, I'm in the attic with a completely different movie. Thanks so much for watching, and hopefully see you real soon. Bye.